In over 10 years, with a career that started from scratch in the Great Recession, anyone in real estate not living under a boulder probably knows who you are. In that time, you've emerged as not only one of the true elite real estate brokers in New York, but you've doubled down and taken your insanely disciplined approach of life, your cut through the noise approach. The first video you did this year, I watched it, no joke, for 2 weeks straight. And you apply that to both business and life, and you become one of the most engaging, most motivational speakers. How does that feel? Like how does that sit? Isn't that awesome?
I mean, I guess. I mean, it's work for me, you know? Like I just work incredibly hard all the time. And I just like, you know, my biggest fear in life is wasted potential. I don't just want to be a real estate broker. I don't just want to write books. I don't just want to do a TV show. I want to do everything I possibly can because, and if this period of time is teaching us anything, before we know it, we could be dead. And I don't want to be morose, but like this is the shortest life we're ever going to live. And it's just about producing stuff, right? Like with every new project you do, right? As every new house, every new apartment, everything, like you could probably be fine with just doing this many, but let's do this many. And then let's next year figure out how to do this many. And let's do this. And then let's do these videos and figure out how do more people know about what we do. And that's just what I like doing. And so I try to do as much as I possibly can. Case in point, we're all under quarantine and I'm Zooming with you from my office by myself.
You don't like it. You love it.
Yeah. I don't know any other life. Like I am not okay with being okay. You know, like I am not okay just chilling, you know, like and I've never been one of those brokers either who like can go out at night and party and meet friends and clients and like have that. That's never been me. So why try to be somebody I'm not? Like I love work and I love creating strategies and business plans and cutting through the noise and moving very quickly. And how are we going to do that? So we have lots of systems and protocols and things set up that are fun for me in order to help us sell more.
It was a great video at the very beginning of the year, and I'm not kidding around. I must have watched it and have my team watch it probably over the course of a week and a half. And when you say this is the shortest life you're ever going to live, my line at my age is I'm not at the end, but they're picking the fonts for the credits.
Yeah.
So you really want to get every ounce that you can out of it. And in this country, there really is no barrier. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all so blessed.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, I mean, listen, you know, everybody knows this, but life moves incredibly fast, right? And like I have a baby now. She just turned a year and she's running around. She's like a little person now. And like we were just pregnant, you know, we were just trying to make the damn thing. And you know, I was a hand model like 3 days ago. Like everything just goes so incredibly quickly that I want to do everything I can today, because after today's over, I don't have to deal with it anymore. It's like you're working out, right? Doing the 2 miles a day on the steps. Like it sucks while you're doing it, but once it's done, you did it. It's over.
Right.
That means over. So everything that I put into the day, every day, once I do it, it's done, but it sets up a better foundation for the me tomorrow. And I don't want to get to tomorrow and have to go back in time and kick my own ass. Like I want me tomorrow, me in a year, me when I'm 40, 50, 60, 80, to be really, really excited that Ryan worked his ass off, right?
And it's self-motivated. And it leads like this. Jon Stewart had this great line about Bruce Springsteen when they put him into the Kennedy Center honors. He said, every concert, no matter whether you like his music or you don't, every concert he empties the tank every night.
Yeah.
That's it. So what else can you say? It doesn't matter if you don't like, you know, a 3-chord progression. That's it. That's what he does. Yeah. And it seems like that's what you're doing 19, 20 hours a day. So there's a team of 50. There's an installation of picture frames above your desk that says, "In Serhant we trust."
Yeah.
And when you started, there was nobody. And so what's it like leading a team in a pandemic? And full disclosure, I was on your Yeah, the other night, and it was awesome because these kids, I'm in my 50s. Everybody younger than me is a kid, but they not only are listening, they're inspired by it. I was on it the entire time, didn't say a word, was cooking dinner, and I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
And what's that like?
Um, listen, like uh, for me, I try to give back as much as I possibly can, with as much money as I possibly can, as much time, as much knowledge and information. Like I've never been a person who's like, oh no, my secrets. Like, listen, Arnold Schwarzenegger made a book called The Bodybuilding Bible. Right. And when he did that, people are like, oh, you're going to tell everybody how you build your muscles? Aren't you nervous because you can give everyone your secrets? Like, you can teach anyone the secrets. They're never going to be you. So if I can help more salespeople around the world become better salespeople, it's going to be better for me. And I'm probably going to see those people on the other side of the deal, and maybe they'll like me. Who knows? So managing the team right now is awesome. Like, I love it. I have more time now to manage them and talk to them and touch base with them and work with them and come up with more ideas. And, for what we call the AQL, the after quarantine life. Like, what are you going to do with your after quarantine life, with your after quarantine listings, and let's make those plans. And that's what I'm doing with everybody. And it's cool. And it's exciting. And all the kids, right? Like the fans of the shows and the books and the vlogs and everything. I just really enjoy talking to people who, and if I don't remember which one you were on, but I feel like everyone that I've done every week since this started has been someone who's been fired or furloughed, right? Like they got let go from Macy's or this retail position, or they're using this time now to finally focus on themselves instead of just the rat race of wake up, go to work, pay bills, go to bed, wake up, go to, you know what I mean?
Right.
And why not open up your mind? And if they're going to listen to me, great. If they're going to listen to somebody else, great. But they should listen to somebody and try to make change.
When I was on, there was a kid in his 20s who was collecting chickens because he was getting ready for the end of the world, which is awesome. But then the last person, I say kid, the last person was in her 40s, talking about that she was rebuilding her real estate career and listening to what you were talking about. And so you had this gamut, and it was awesome. I got off the phone. I was like, that's why you are you. I mean, and it was terrific. The steak I made came out great, but what you did was probably better than the steak that night. It was pretty good. It was really
cooking that night too.
I'm sorry.
I think I was cooking that night too. My wife during quarantine has made me cook, and it's just not to the benefit of anyone eating.
What do you think?
Yeah, but it's become a little bit tricky when we don't have all our help.
What did you come up with that? What did you make in quarantine? What?
Burgers. I grilled 2 burgers.
That's tonight.
Yeah. 2 burgers.
Yep.
But I'm back in the office in the city, and I got my food bag back again with all my meal plan and everything. It's like saving my life. It's awesome.
Where's the rest of the group?
I told everybody I'm going to be at the office. You're not allowed to come here. Stay at home. Do not come here. You should not come here. Do not go to work. Do your thing. Anything you need here, I will get for you. Anything you need to have happen, I will do it. Any virtual showings you need to do and you can't do, I will go do them. That's my role in being the team leader, right? Like I am here for everybody. But if you come here, Amelia, my wife, will never let me come back because she's going to assume you contaminated me. And so don't fuck it up. Right.
Great. That's pretty much it. It's exactly what I told my people. Don't screw around. Don't come to work. That's it. All right. So when you were up where you were, you were watching Netflix, Apple, or Amazon? Where are you watching? That's the other question.
Yeah, at night. So after work, and my work days have been more full now than ever before, which is just honestly kind of annoying. But it's like every single client and developer I've ever had would like to talk every day now. And so it's a lot of that and planning and all that stuff. But so, the baby doesn't let us like do anything during the day that doesn't include her. But at night we would, it was mostly Netflix, a little Amazon. I honestly haven't watched anything on Apple. I think my wife watched that news show about like the Matt guy. whatever his name is, the sexual harassment news show with Steve Carell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Fox guy.
Yeah, or whatever that was.
It was good.
We watched that, but other than that, we haven't seen that. So we watched Ozark, and that was good. We'd never seen that show before, so we watched 3 seasons of Ozark at night, doing like 1 or 2 episodes after dinner. And now we've started a show on Netflix called The Walking Dead that I don't care about zombies. It's just kind of like whatever. And my wife didn't want to watch it, but I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's the best. You got to watch it. The first episode, we're like, meh. The second episode, she's like, I hate this. Don't ever turn it off. I'm obsessed with it. And I've never seen her so focused. And now I see, like, if you Google Walking Dead and women are obsessed with The Walking Dead. And it's graphic and gory, and the horror, I think, just like, and the stories are just so soapy and everything. And so I'm kind of like, all right, I guess this is fun. But she's obsessed with it. It's hilarious.
I suspect that women like Tarantino movies more than men when you get right down to it.
Yeah, probably.
No question about it. What's it like to be a dad in a pandemic?
It's the best. We were in New Hampshire for 4 weeks, the first 4 weeks of all this stuff. And then we came back, enough New Hampshire for me. And it was the best. Like, I could see her more in the mornings. If I had a call at 10, that's her first nap. And so I could do the call while walking her because she passed right out.
Right.
I could see her at lunch, see her before dinner. So I just get to see her a lot more, which is cool. She's crazy, right? I mean, she's so much work, this kid. But she's crazy, but she's fun. So it's been a lot of fun compared to like in the city, like today it's regular for me. I was out of the door by 8 a.m. And I say goodbye to her. But now I'm going to get home tonight at like 8 p.m. And I'm not going to see her again until tomorrow morning.
Well, okay. Well, the weekend's going to be here. What, tomorrow? 4 days from now? It's all like one big blur. So
yeah.
So what was the best isolation meal that you ate? What was the best thing you ate?
I was a fat kid growing up. I still have fat kid blood, fat kid genes, fat kid bones. I could eat everybody under the table. I just choose. That's why I have these damn meal plans that I spend all this money for. And that's why I intermittent fast, because I have to make food for me. I talk about self-discipline and motivation, all this stuff all the time, but like, I have to make food a game. Otherwise I will eat everything. And it's very tough for me when I go to like my parents' houses and I get put in like a comfort situation, because then I'm like, what's 2 bags of double stuffed Oreos really? Right. And I think I ate like 3 bags of double stuffed Oreos. I had like a dessert or 2 every single night. So much pasta. I'd have 2 breakfasts, all the bread in the world. And it makes a difference. I think I put on like 10 pounds these last 4 weeks. It sucks. And I worked out, but like, it's just different, right?
It's not the same kind of working out.
Yeah, it's just
a lot about the running.
Moving. I'm not moving. I'm not going around the city. I'm not running up and down stairs. I'm not doing any of that. And so I ate everything. I don't know, but I think the best, I love like a good spaghetti, meatballs, a good, some good bread, a glass of red wine with dessert. Like that's great. And then I get to go to sleep dreaming about breakfast.
What restaurant have you either missed or are you dying to get back to now that you're back, but you're not back? No one's really.
Yeah. 2 of them, I would say, both walking distance from my apartment. One is Sarah Beth's, for brunch. I would have said Bubby's, but Bubby's doesn't allow strollers, so fuck them.
Bubby's doesn't allow reservations for mother's 80th birthday parties.
Yeah, it's they don't.
Like, my
it's
mom's
fine. It's like you just don't have to go there. So, so I would say Sarah Beth's, because you can bring the stroller and they're super accommodating for babies, and you get it's called the Tribeca breakfast, and it's literally everything, and that's my cheat meal on Saturdays.
Right.
And then the Greek in Tribeca is great. My wife's Greek, her whole family's Greek, and it's just great. It's the best Greek food in the city that's like authentically Greek with it's not like a Milos or some kind of commercial Greek food.
It's a real deal.
Yeah.
It's a real deal. When you were up in New Hampshire, Target, Amazon, or Walmart?
Dude, we went to Target like every 3 days. That was like our extravaganza to go there. I've never bought so much shit in my life. I saved so much money this past month because my wife couldn't buy any clothes and like there was no going out to dinners or anything. But the amount of groceries we bought and the amount of trips to Target. We went to Walmart once. I haven't been to a Walmart in, I don't know, like 10 years maybe. Like I honestly don't remember.
Right.
And that's a trip. You go to Walmart in rural New Hampshire. It's a roller coaster.
Somebody said there's a lot of America between the Hudson River and the coast and the Palisades, and that's it.
Yeah, man, it is pretty nuts. We actually, we took our Escalade that we have here with New York plates up there, and we had to stop driving it because people, like cops, were flashing their lights. Someone spit on our car because we were from New York. So then we just started using, my parents have like this Nissan Armada boat. So we just started using that with New Hampshire plates because I didn't even think about it. It's like, no one, like all of a sudden people from New York were being profiled.
Because they thought you were bringing.
Yeah, nobody knows, and on the news all day long, it's New York is the epicenter. Anyone from New York is going to kill you. And all of a sudden you see a black Escalade with black windows and black wheels roll by and big yellow plates. You see, me get out and you're like, that guy's going to kill me.
Right.
Call the New Hampshire police. And so we used our nice New Hampshire plates, New Hampshire car. I put on a plaid jacket, jeans, and I blended right in. Stopped shaving. It was good. No one spit on me.
How's Yuri? Where is Yuri?
Yuri's in Brighton Beach where he lives. He's living it up. He's had the best month ever. But his wife actually called me last week, which is a very rare occurrence. Good old Marina. And she called me. She's like, you need to come back to work. I cannot have him at my home anymore. You need to just tell him he's got to drive somewhere. Tell him he's essential. His driving you is now an essential business. He is driving me crazy. And I thought that was fun.
That's tremendous. Any new hobbies? Any old hobbies? Did you pick up the guitar?
My parents, I always have a guitar around, but there's a piano in our New Hampshire house, and so I played the piano a little bit. Even though it was so whacked and out of tune, and the baby like messed up something with the middle keys because she just like fucking destroys things. But played a little piano while I was there. I haven't done that in a long, long time. And like all my old sheet music was there from when I was a kid. It was pretty funny.
Zeppelin? You had a book of Zeppelin?
No, I wish. My parents would never let me play Zeppelin.
Really?
Yeah, it was all classic. Even for guitar, like I didn't start playing electric guitar until I could get my own guitar when I went to college. Other than that, they would only allow me to play classical guitar up on the left leg, right, and classical piano.
Wow, good deal. Good parents.
And not then. Now,
right.
Yeah.
So you told me where you go when you're back. You told me what you're missing. Let's get to the business stuff. How are things like deals and traffic? And, you said people just want to talk all day long.
Yeah.
What, aside from that, what's happening?
So things are okay, actually. We have, thankfully, we have a lot of listings. We have a lot of contracts that were signed before this. We're working on getting everything closed. Things are more of a headache than anything. Like we have I don't know, like tomorrow, 224 Mulberry, right? We have a listing, $10 million. We sold it right before this all went down. Actually made a video of it, put it on YouTube, found the buyer on YouTube, sold it that way. And the closing was supposed to be like 3 weeks ago, but we couldn't get, there's a tenant in place, couldn't get the tenant out. No mover companies would show up. There's a lot of no art company movers would come in. And then the building gave us all this crap because they didn't want anyone else in the building, good stuff, right? Everyone's, safety first.
Sure.
And just made it hard. So it's a lot of deals like that are a bit tricky, but new transactions are few and far between. Like there's no new people coming and seeing the property and doing second visits and trying to make offers. The deals that we are doing right now, the new deals are just awful. They're brutal, like $4.5 million listings that should be selling for $5 million that we're sending contracts out for $3.6 million. And it's going to suck for comps when this all kind of is said and done. But right? I've got a lot of sellers who must sell. And so we have to do the best we can for them.
More new developers or estates, or just a combo plus?
These are resellers I'm talking about. The developers are all kind of okay. Like they all get it. They all understand what's going on.
Sure.
We're running rental strategies for some of our projects just in case, if this goes for 6 months, like, no one's going to buy a condo for another year. Right? Like if we're shut down for 2 months, we're probably going to have 4 months in total of like funky times.
Right.
But carry is hefty on some of these big boys. So we've just been working through everything with everybody, but all the stuff that we have in development, all of our projects is a majority of our time. I mean, nonstop Zooms, just still floor plans, interiors, marketing meetings, all that stuff is still going on.
And what's it like to drive a team of people in the midst of this? You told me what it's like to be a dad, but what's it like to drive a team of people and keep them motivated with the numbers up in the morning and the numbers are down, and everybody's listening to Cuomo. I mean, you're their leader. When you got started, it was you. Now there's a bunch of people.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I told everybody to file for unemployment because you can now. You never could before as a 1099 contractor, so go for it. That whole process has been a total pain. I'm here for them for anything that they possibly need. But what I really try to focus on, and whether it's coronavirus or Hurricane Sandy or any other, kind of downturn, and listen, regular real estate agents have bad 3 months all the time. Like you close a bunch in February and then shit, I forgot to focus on my pipeline. And then you don't have 3 months of anything going on. You don't have when's your next paycheck coming in, your next closing. So I'm pretty used to working with a large group of agents going through slow times. I've just never done it all at once.
Right.
Typically it's like one by one. And so I try to keep it as positive as possible, right? Like don't focus on the negativity. It's all going to go away. The human race has been designed to move forward. Like you just look at it, right? And especially in the United States, which is the most get up and go attitude country in the world, like it's going to suck, but it'll figure itself out. And then guess what? You know what happens after all this? 2021 to 2031 are going to be awesome. Right. So just like get ready, soak up this time. Like if you're nervous about making money tomorrow, like just go watch a TV show and take a nap, like lay down, rest up, because once this is over, your life is over because you're going to be so busy, and focus on that AQ out, right? The after quarantine life, and set up business plans, like all the stuff you never had time to do, set it up right now. And that's what I've been working on with everybody to keep them like, when you focus on the future, it gives you something to run to. And if you have that thing to run to, the run doesn't hurt as much because you can see the finish line right down the end. And that's what we're working on right now. Versus just the standard salesperson, head cut off like a chicken, busy, but for what? Right. Mentality.
I also think what's great is you're not, to ask you, what does the market look like in 3 months or 6 months or whatever, it almost doesn't matter. It's just a question of what's your mindset in 3 months or 6 months and where do you want to go? And you're right. Now's the time to play with the kid, because there's a point in time you're going to be running around like a lunatic again.
Yeah, and I think too, it's it's all about what was I just going to say? It's all about starting dialogues, right? Like volatility in our markets isn't the worst thing. Like yes, you're going to lose a bunch of deals, and you're not going to get new ones right away. But like when the market's going straight up, you know how hard it is to get buyers deals. Like getting bid out of properties just sucks. Like it's just unless you're on one side of the business. And when the market's going straight down and it's negative all the time. For the past 4 years, all I felt like I've done is talk to developers and sellers about lowering their prices. And that sucks. So This is creating this weird volatility where it's not good for sellers or for buyers.
Right.
And so just try to get the best deal you can and call it a Corona deal. Like now is a great time to strike. If I'm a buyer, I'm looking at everything that's currently on the market, because if it's on the market now, that means the seller is motivated. Like they haven't taken it off the market like a lot of sellers have who have time to wait. They've kept it on because hopefully somebody is sitting in their home on the internet looking. That's a good person to get a good deal from. Throw out a low number. Why not? Just see what happens. And there's good deals kind of in the curtains, if you will.
Listen, I read the post today. It looks like J-Lo and A-Rod could get the Mets for a song. It's a Corona deal. And so no matter what God.
That'd be so weird.
That would be what it is. What, what, I know what you're telling your team, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
What have you learned from this whole experience?
Oh man. I've learned even more so than before that, that just life is short, right? Like I don't know if I've learned so much about business because I distinctly remember going through 08 and 09, and that's when I started in this business. And I remember not having money as if it was yesterday. And I remember not having any deals as if it was yesterday. But I've never been through a situation. I was not here for 9/11. And I've never been through another situation where we have hundreds of people dying in your city every day. Like it's crazy. And people on my team, thank God, haven't died, but there's a lot of people on my team who've lost uncles and grandparents. It's crazy. And it's not just one, right? It's like 7. And just without underlying health conditions, it's just like, holy shit. It just shows you how fragile life is more than anything, and why, and just reinforces that you should soak it up as much as you can. Because the next thing you know, like you touch the wrong doorknob and you're dead 6 days later. It's a real thing now.
Right. And nobody needs that.
No.
So by telling people, stay home, stay cool, that's it. That's exactly what people should be doing. And it seems like they're listening.
Yeah.
Is the city as dead as you heard?
Right now, it is. So if you go to Broadway, like if I look out my window, there's no one there. It's kind of cool. And I walk up and down Prince and Spring to get to my apartment, and there's no one there, and it's kind of cool. But I will say it's a little awkward at 6 a.m. So when I go for my runs now, because I run now, which is awful, but I have no gyms, it is really traffic everywhere because you still have a lot of workers and trucks coming in and out of the city. And it was, so we got back on Saturday, and then I went out for my run yesterday morning, and it's 6, and I'm there and I'm waiting for traffic. And I'm like, what is going on? I thought the city was shut down. But like, if you went outside right now, it's really, really quiet. And then at 7 o'clock, everyone starts clapping.
With good reason.
Yeah, it's cool, actually.
With good reason. It certainly brings everybody together.
Yeah.
So you look great, which is great to see your face always. We met just about 4 years ago. And I remember where we met. We met at an upper restaurant called T-Bar.
Yeah.
And a few months later, I was on CNN with you, which was pretty heady. I was like,
1185 Park Avenue.
I was like, this isn't really going to happen. This isn't really going to happen. And I didn't believe it until we were standing there with a camera crew. And I was like, no, this is really happening.
Yeah, she was a good reporter. That was a good piece because they never really focused on like the work that you guys do to help agents sell, right? And the ability to come in and say, hey, you're not really selling an estate sale, right? You're not selling a fixer-upper. What you're selling is a package, right? This is the package, and you're selling the dream at the end of the day. I hate saying that. It's so cliche, but like, it's really what it is. So here you go, the renovated home. They could do all of this. Here's the A plan, B plan, C plan. Here's what it could look like. This is really what you're buying. This is a beautiful, kind of crazy canvas. And it works. And it's like and it's really, really cool.
Listen, getting rid of the scary is really what the whole idea was all about. And it works, and it keeps working. And the support of people like you keeps the phone ringing. So I can't thank you enough, because you've always been incredibly down to earth and supportive, to a point where I always tell my kid, I'm like, oh, Ryan just said, hey, the website looks great and all that. And that means a lot, for what you do and you put out there in the universe. I hope it comes back 1,000-fold.
Thanks, man. And listen, I also know what it takes to redo an entire website and all the details and everything. So I appreciate it when I put stuff out and people I know in the industry are like, hey, FYI, that was cool, or hey, that was good. Like, that goes a long way. So I try to pass it on as much as I can. And if it sucked, I just wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, of course, but you do take that extra minute, and that means everything. Believe me. So
yeah, also, you did one of these with Kathy Franklin, and I'm doing a deal with her right now. And I was like, I can't have Kathy Franklin steal all the thunder with you.
Kathy Franklin is a force of nature.
I got to get on here.
I knew her
right now about this. I got to deal with her and this damn door, but yeah.
Yeah, she's good people. She's a force of nature, and I did her apartment 29, 30 years ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy. She was having a baby, and that woman introduced me to what a pre-war co-op was all about. And I was like, "What do you mean the service entrance?"
Wow.
I go in the front. She goes, "No, no, no. This is where you go." The funniest part of meeting Kathy Franklin is she introduced me to a couple that I had no idea their consequence in New York City, society, any of that. And they said, "We're going to bring our decorator, our designer, to a meeting with you." Because at that point I was doing the kitchens, the bathrooms, this, that, and the other. And it was the middle of July. It was about 108 degrees in New York in the middle of July. And I show up at the meeting. It's in my office, which was tiny. My mom and I had this little office above a bagel store, and I'm in a tank top.
Yeah.
Who walks in the door? Mark Hampton, who at the time was he's the dean of New York design. And she's like, "You're in a tank top." I go, "It's 108 degrees outside." I said, "There's your answer." But she's terrific. And, you're in that rarefied air, and, but again, it's really about what you put out there. I watch it, we talk, and it's incredibly impressive. So for all the success.
Thanks for having me.
You deserve all of it. Thank you. Send best to Amelia, the baby. I'm going down to the basement. I got to get ready for mile 24 tomorrow.
Oh my God. All right. Good luck with that.
I will. Thanks, buddy.
All right. See ya.
I'll see you soon. Stay healthy. Stay well. Thank you.